Welcome back. This is the fourth installment of the Duck Hunt series. In this installment, we are going to clean up the model, clean up our work to use helper functions to update the model. So we didn't really write that much code. So we probably didn't have the chance uh, to end up needing helper functions. But I'll show you how to use helper functions to update your model so that you can easily change your model later. Okay, first thing we're going to do is write the copy function. This is the basis for all of the other functions. It takes in a model and a value. The value is not going to be used here. It's just a template for copy and paste. Make G, and we're just going to get each individual thing. So G turret X of the model, G duck position of the model, G bullet position of the model, G duck direction of the model. So this does nothing. Okay, actually I'm going to call it update G. So this does nothing. And I'm just choosing the name so it's easy to copy and paste. So now we want to make update turret X, and then the turret X here is going to become the value. And we're going to make update duck position, and then the duck position is going to become the value. And then we can make update bullet position, and here the bullet position becomes the value. And we can make update duck direction, and then duck direction becomes the value. Okay, so those are the updater functions. If you screw one of these up, it is really painful, so you might want to write checks. Let's check one of them. Let's check update bullet position. So check expect update bullet position. We need a model. We haven't even defined any models yet. Well, I'll wait till the example one model is made. And we need to give a new bullet position. Fortunately, we have the bullet off-screen position available. So let's see. So we're going to copy and paste the answer here, and this is the bullet position, and it's supposed to become bullet off-screen. Okay, looks good. Let's fix the indentation. And so I'm going to run my checks just to make sure nothing has gone wrong. And we're hoping that there's no check expect that shows that update bullet position is failing. So we'll go through here. Oh, first check fails on line 111. That's well after this line. Yeah, haha. So we got past it, no problem. That means our first check passes. This check passes. If you look down here, these little numbers, line 51. So here, this is line 50. So the check expect on line 50 passed, didn't show up in the list. So again, you see this stuff way down here in the right-hand corner. Show line, number, and columns. That's what it's showing. All right. So now we have the updater functions, and you'll use them when you're writing your code, but let's say check down here. For example, tick bullet. So I wrote the whole game struct out, but you could just say update bullet position, example one, and then there's the new bullet position. And that should be equivalent to the old tech, but easier to understand and also easier to, if you change the structure for the bullet, you won't have to do any editing of this check. It'll automatically change everything except for the bullet position. Okay, so for same thing here, this would be update duck position, example 1, and there's the new duck position. You see they're easier to read too. Ha. Same thing here. Update duck position, example 1, and now we use this one for the duck position. Definitely easier to understand that those are changing the duck position. Ooh, wow. And this one should be a variable, I think. And then it would make sense to have an updater function on it. Need a variable, use the updater function. Need a variable, use the updater function. Need a variable, use the updater function. And this would be an updater function. So this looks like update turret X, example 1. Ooh. Actually, yeah, that was fine. That was an update turret X. The only thing that changed was the turret X. Okay, so edit that one. And this one here again, update turret X of example 1 should be 155. If you have more than one thing happening in one of these, then you might have some work to do. I think this one is update bullet position. Example 1. And there's the new bullet position. And these ones make a variable, use updater, make a variable, use updater. So we changed all of the functions that we had to updater functions, to all of the checks we had with variables to use updater functions. That much easier to understand. Okay, let's make sure that none of these checks have obvious horrible mistakes in them. Yes, it's good. Off screen differs from the expected value. Yikes, this one looks a little scary. Maybe I shouldn't look too closely at those. You know what? I think this one here should be example 2. The dangers of updating copy and pasting your checks. So you do have to look at them. You see how I proofread and caught one of the mistakes. Let's see if there's any other mistakes. This one is okay. They're the same. This one, the direction changed. Everything else looks good. This one goes off screen. Maybe it's supposed to. Okay, so let's double check on this one. Yes, it's okay. So that is an update of the bullet position, but there's not a variable, so we didn't write an updater function for it. All right, great. I think I've proofread everything. So we're done with this video. As a quick reminder, in this video, you learned how to write the updater functions for your struct by just beginning with some kind of template and copy and paste, change the name, and pick the position where the new value goes.